Fans call for Zendaya to be cast as Poison Ivy.
Kim and Kendall were laughed at the Emmys.
And Miley Cyrus and Kaitlyn Carter call it quits.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm Sussan Morad.
And I'm Emile, and it's Junior. And if you're here for the first time, you may not know, but today is Monday, which means it's time for the Monday DHR. The Monday DHR.
The Monday DHR.
It's time, guys. It's time. But before you go, or I guess before you watch, just subscribe. Subscribe, hit that bell, leave a comment. We would really appreciate it. We have so much tea to get into today, though. Starting with the Emmys. My brain. So the 2019 Primetime Emmy Awards were last night, and so much happened that we have to discuss. So the show didn't have a host, but they made light of that throughout the night with help from Homer Simpson, Anthony Anderson, and Bryan Cranston. However, Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert came to argue that a host is needed as they were presenting an award later in the evening. There were some major cast reunions, including the cast of Game of Thrones and Veep. Billy Porter and Jarrell Jerome made history with their wins, and juggling Meryl Streep made an appearance to frighten and possibly curse the whole audience. Joey Keane was Patricia Arquette's biggest supporter, and Patricia took time during her acceptance speech to advocate for transgender rights. We got a Game of Thrones selfie to remember, and Laverne Cox made us remember the important decisions of the Supreme Court with her rainbow clutch. Zendaya stunned on the red carpet in an emerald green dress, and Adam Devine stunned during his musical performance. People kept telling India Moore that her dress was risky, to which she replied that her existence is more risky than the dress that she wore. Game of Thrones and Fleabag took home a ton of awards, but 34 awards went to HBO, which is leagues beyond what any other network made. So many great moments. The fashion was on point, but Susan, you have to tell us about one of the most talked about moments from the night.
Yeah, so obviously there's the awards, but then when there's other things going on, like what happens in the audience, what happens behind the scenes, all those awkward little moments seem to be what a lot of people are talking about. And today there's one of those moments in particular that involves Kim Kardashian and Kendall Jenner. One moment everyone has been talking about all day today is when the audience awkwardly laughed at Kim Kardashian and Kendall Jenner as they took to the stage to present an award. So yeah, Kim and Kendall rolled up to the 2019 Emmys looking flawless, we should add, to present the award for Outstanding Reality Competition Series. And in an awkward turn of events, the entire audience laughed at them. The moment in question revolved around when the girls were talking about how their family tells their stories unfiltered and unscripted. And look, I can give you a whole word-by-word play, but we've got the clip here for you so you can see for yourself.
Our family knows firsthand how truly compelling television comes from real people just being themselves.
Telling their stories unfiltered and unscripted.
So yeah, it's pretty hard to miss that the audience erupted in laughter, which was really pretty awkward. And you know who else didn't miss it? Twitter. Reactions were flooding the Twitter sphere, like this person who said, "Wait, did the audience just laugh at the Kardashians?" with this clip. As well as the audience laughed when Kim Kardashian said her family knows about real people with this gif. And this Homer Simpson reference with, "Did everyone just laugh after the Kardashians said something about them just being themselves?" Haha. So awkward. Everyone was literally in disbelief and asking, wait, did the audience just really LOL at Kim and Kendall? Well, according to Kathy Griffin, who was inside, they were. Kathy told ET that she used to live next door to Kim and Kanye and that, quote, they were laughing at them. But let me tell you what they do. They get laughed at and then they go home and they count their money. We should add that there were also a lot of fans coming to their defense on social saying things like, it was very rude and wasn't necessary for the audience to laugh at Kim and Kendall. Okay, so here's the thing. Keeping Up with the Kardashians is one of the best reality shows on TV. It's been around for such a long time, but they are always called into question about how unfiltered and unscripted it is because they have been, there's been a lot of storylines and plot lines that a lot of people have said have been planned and staged. So I guess that's why people were laughing, but I feel bad for the girls, but I feel like it all happened so quickly that maybe they kind of just didn't really notice in the moment.
I mean, I think Kendall definitely noticed her face looked like she wasn't amused at the same time. Do they really care? Probably not. They're gonna make their money regardless. They're still Kendall's gonna be walking shows. Kim's gonna be selling out products, so.
Counting their money at home.
Right, they're just fine. And as soon as this relationship came, it is gone because it looks like Miley Cyrus and Kaitlyn Carter have officially called it quits. So I'm sure you've already heard Miley and Kaitlyn's short-lived romance has sadly come to an end. Their 2-month-ish summer romance began after their breakup from Liam Hemsworth and Brody Jenner. Just a couple weeks ago, a source told Us Weekly that they had really fallen for each other and that Miley was really comfortable with her new flame because she could, quote, totally be herself with Kaitlyn. Things were definitely looking like they were getting serious, so now there's only one question on my mind. Why did they break up? Well, a source told E! News that, quote, it was getting serious and Miley wasn't comfortable with that. When they first got together, it was just a fun, casual thing, but it ended up becoming a lot and there were big emotions attached. It went from 0 to 60 and she wanted to put on the brakes. Yeah, I totally get that from Miley, especially after ending a marriage/10-year relationship. Too much too soon can be a lot. And while it looks like Miley was the one who ended the relationship, these two are apparently still a part of each other's lives. A source told People magazine that, quote, they're still friends, they've been friends forever, and were there for each other when they were both getting separated, but they're just not in a romantic relationship anymore. Okay, so while they may not be together, at least they're still friends. Things could definitely be worse. I mean, wasn't it just reported that Miley and Kaitlyn were living together? I mean, if that's true, it seems like they're definitely still supporting each other, just not dating anymore. But Kaitlyn even commented on Miley's Instagram pic over the weekend just after news of their split broke. Miley posted this pic of herself jamming out during her performance at the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas, and Kaitlyn posted a supportive comment saying, quote, get it. Hey, you know, Miley's just doing what she needs to do to be happy, and I'm glad that, you know, at least if this source is correct, which major outlets are reporting that they did split, so I'm assuming it's true.
Yeah.
I just want her to, you know, find herself for a little bit. If you've been in a relationship for a while, like, you need your space.
Yeah, and as long as they're all happy, and it seems like what's being reported that they are, then I think, you know, we're all happy that they're all happy.
Yeah.
And there was a source that did say, you know, Miley's looking to just focus on her career and her music, so I think that's great. All right, we know we've shared a lot of news on the Emmys already, but we need to talk about Zendaya.
Woo!
She slayed the red carpet, and she slayed in that Poison Ivy look, and oh my God, she just looked so incredible, and we need to talk about it. So in case you somehow missed it, Zendaya hands down won the Emmys red carpet looks in this incredible green Vera Wang gown, along with her auburn-ish hair. She was totally giving us Poison Ivy vibes, and according to her stylist, that's exactly what they were inspired by. The connection was seemingly confirmed by Zendaya's stylist Law Roach on his Instagram story, where he shared these pics, one of a comic book Poison Ivy and another of Uma Thurman playing the iconic role. Honestly, Zendaya looked so incredible and fans were living for her Poison Ivy moment. But not only were they obsessed with how good she looked, but Twitter took the moment upon themselves to call upon the casting of Zendaya for the DC role, as well as theorizing that Zendaya would make the perfect choice as Poison Ivy in the upcoming Batman film starring Robert Pattinson, while others were theorizing that she is maybe already in talks. This person tweeted, "If this is Zendaya pitching herself for DC's new Poison Ivy, she has my support." Also, this person who said, "Hear me out. Zendaya as Poison Ivy." Even Vogue chimed in saying, "Is Zendaya nodding at a future role with her Poison Ivy infused beauty references, or is she simply feeling the 90s hair color?" As well as this person who said, "I just wanted to be known that after seeing her outfit for the Emmys, I'm totally down for Zendaya to play Poison Ivy in the new Robert Pattinson Batman movie." Hint. Of course, there have been reports and rumors that speculate that Rihanna is being considered for that role too, although that hasn't been confirmed by anyone, nor Rihanna, who did tell ET that Poison Ivy is one of her obsessions in life, and that, you know what, they didn't call me yet, but if they did, I would love to go in and try it out. And as for Twitter, who is now weighing in on that casting decision even further with tweets like, "The internet. Rihanna reportedly in talks to play Poison Ivy. Zendaya with this pic." And mic drop. I could not think of a better person to play Poison Ivy in this moment right now.
I don't know, I'm conflicted because Rihanna, I've seen the pictures of her, I've seen obviously the pictures of Zendaya, and either one of them would slay the role, so
That's true.
only time will tell, but Zendaya absolutely bodied that look. She looked incredible last night, and I just need to know, like, I need her team or something.
Law Roach, her stylist. I know, it was everything.
But it was beyond just the style. Her walk, like, she was just glowing.
And can we just have one real quick moment too? She is the queen of like that sort of side step when she walks. Like every time there's like that one picture that breaks the internet from a carpet, it's of Zendaya.
Oh, it's the leg,
where she's got that leg and like the dress just opens and she's got these gorgeous like long legs, and it's, I'm telling you, I've seen so many pictures of her like that on the carpet, and every single time it's like my jaw drops, my heart stops, and keep slaying, girl.
We're ready. All right, guys, it is now time for the final rundown. Have a new phone, so
Oh, you
very
do?
excited. Yeah, I got the iPhone 11
Fancy.
thing.
I mean, look at the front.
It's like the
Three.
three.
I'll
Yeah,
have to play that later.
crazy. All right, starting now. The trailer for Frozen 2 is finally here. So the Frozen 2 trailer is here and enchanting. It was trending on Twitter today and fans are so excited. It will be released on November 22nd and we cannot wait.
That's right, we cannot wait. And we're finally getting a peek inside of Blue Ivy's 7th birthday party. So Blue's birthday was on the 7th of January this year. She turned 7 years old on the 7th, which means it was her golden birthday. But Blue didn't want just your average gold-themed golden birthday party. She wanted a rose gold theme. I mean, the girl speaks to my heart. Beyonce shared some gorgeous new pictures to Beyonce.com, and while the party was definitely all about Blue, her two siblings, the 2-year-old twins Rumi and Sir, also made an adorable appearance.
I love it that she can just delay posting these photos and sharing them with us, and she can still keep all this private, but when she does, it's like, Okay, but moving on. Tristan Thompson accused Khloe of using his cheating scandal as a PR stunt. So in Sunday's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we learned that Tristan accused Khloe of making their scandal into a big media thing. During a conversation with Kim, Khloe said she was in therapy with Tristan when he made the claim. She said, "I had therapy with Tristan on Saturday. I can't see myself ever being able to trust him. He said, I know you and your family made this a big media thing." I'm like, would you think I would want this out there? Oh, it was, ugh. That has to be awkward, but I mean, I'm glad they had that conversation because, wow, the timer is definitely louder on this phone.
Oh yeah, it is too.
I'm glad they had that conversation, and I'm sure there were a lot of people thinking it, so hey. All right, guys, that's a wrap on today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I want to know what you guys thought about the Emmy Awards. Let us know in the comment section below.
And speaking of the Emmy Awards and Zendaya's killer Poison Ivy look, what do you think about the theories that she might be or should be cast as Poison Ivy? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below.
And we'll see you here tomorrow. All right, guys, but before you go, click right over there to check out this weekend's episode of Celebrity Lowdown.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one. And also, guys, you should hit that subscribe button if you haven't before. I mean, it's really easy. You just have to like click like that.